Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the Flyers community on YouTube. What's crack-a-lackin', y'all? How is it going? Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope it's going well. Let's warm up, let's stretch, let's get into some movement. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How's everyone today? I got epidemic sound music going, which is what I use for the videos. So hopefully no copyright issues today. Fingers crossed, y'all. How's the weekend going for everybody? What's up, D-Trop? What's up, Raju? What's up, Chris? What's good, Martin? What's up, Hawaii? How's it going, Cali? How's the weather out there? Weekend is intense. Sunday's video this week, guys. It's a banger. It is a banger. Special guest coming in for you guys. So trying to make sure I have that ready for tomorrow. What's up, Joe? Joe, what's good, man? Question for you. What do you think is more important, flavor or power? Both. It's 2019. There's no excuse to not have both. If you only love one, do what you love. If you want to be the best or you want to be just really good, you want it all. You can have flavor and power, and you can have power and flavor. Just cross them over. What's up, Italy? Raining. It's actually not. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's just sunshine and blue skies in Vancouver. So, can I reveal the guess? If you're following my Instagram stories, you already know. You guys gotta be on that. I gave a sneak peek on Instagram. What's up, Juan? Mission, Texas in the building. Is the music too loud? Let me know if it is. Back for the first handstand of the day. I'll take it. I'll take it. Martin, I teach 5 days a week in person, and then I do YouTube like at least 2 to 3 videos a week. So I'm barely training at all right now, but I'm teaching all the time. So I'm kind of constantly training, but like not properly because I'm teaching. So it's like a weird progression level. Chris, head mills are hard, man. I got stab mills fine, but head mills, woo, they are something else for me. I hear you, but if you master the basic freezes, just get shoulder freeze, headstand, shoulder freeze. It'll be easy. Decrease a little bit. All right, D-Trunks. How's that? So exciting news. This guy, my box spring right here, I'm going to get rid of it because I have really no use for it and it just takes up space. And I'm going to put one of my giant bean bags in my bedroom. So I should have more space to train, which is optimal. Callie, do you know any hip stretches? Recently hurt my hip from doing footwork that involves twisting my hips, ended up hurting. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. Funny enough, Callie, I tweaked my hip. If you saw my no-handed footwork video, I tweaked my hip doing that one because I was like, I don't need a good warm-up for this. I'm good. That was a mistake. So I tweaked it just like 3 days ago, but it's already feeling pretty good. These deep squats are my favorite go-to for hip openers, because sitting in this, it puts a lot of pressure here. And so I usually sit in here a lot if I can for hip stretches. Then your obvious ones, lunges each side, splits, but instead of splits like this, you want to go forwards over top of your arms, because that puts all the pressure in the hip flexors and then down to your elbows. And then on your back, here, this one, both sides, and then straight in here. And then obviously like sitting like this a lot. But if there's pain, Callie, then you want to rest first. Rest. Saunas are huge, stretching, and then hot baths, and then any hot and cold rubs. And then you can ice it if you want, but I would recommend like chilling first. And then once there's no pain in it, start doing all those mobility exercises that I gave you. Also, I've given this one out before, but this is a really good strengthener for, especially in here, if this is where it's hurting, is going down here, then going straight up, sideways, make sure you're going directly sideways, then around to the front, and then up again, like that. And you can go both ways, obviously, if you want. So I'd recommend applying those into your training as well. 3 months since being injured, hey? What's it feeling like right now? How do you warm up before training in order to prevent injuries? George, I'm gonna probably make a video doing my full warm up and stretch for you guys, so you can see what I do. It's pretty to the person. Like you need to personalize a little bit, George, but you need to make sure you're warm first, and then you need to condition whichever parts you're gonna labor. So that's usually with breaking, that usually means here, here, and then like depending on what you're doing, shoulder and flat and back wise, here. So you want to make sure everything is open but still strong, if that makes sense. Because the issue is if you hold a stretch like this for 15 minutes and then you do some footwork, it's not the best because you're stretching it too much. You're making it too loose. It's that like in the middle balance spot that you want to get to. And that usually you get to there from honestly feeling it out, one, which takes time. But two, you want to make sure you're doing kind of like active stretching. So for instance, that could be like the kicks on the wall are huge ones. If you're going to do flares, you want to go in and do a lot of this stuff. And like those kind of exercises, because that's going to get your legs prepped for the movement. You don't want to do too much static stretching. So it's like a balance that you obtain honestly only from like trying it out and seeing what works for you. Because it all depends on your body type. What's up, Maria? How's Russia? Loving the music, my guy, but where is my arm wave? Your arm wave? What arm wave you want it, Mr. X? Chris, we all wish to one day say we stretch while doing a handstand. Yeah, I gotta work on shoulder freeze. Watch your videos probably 1,000 times, and shoulder freeze are not my strong suit. It's weird though. I didn't think shoulder freeze would be that hard. Do you want me to show you a like shoulder freeze for dummies, Chris? Would that help? I can totally do that. That's him, Kelly. What's up, Dominican Republic in the building? What's up, a hack? When I injured it, wasn't able to bend down and touch my toes for a few days. Yeah, Callie, I hear you. When I strained it just like 2 days ago, I'd literally be sitting in the car driving and just like doing this motion, would feel it. That's how weak those parts of our body is, which is why it's so important to strengthen it. Detrox, I tried the shake you mentioned in the newsletter. Now that's something basic, bro. My shakes are I eat super basic. Like majority of my meals are oatmeal beans. You guys have got my editing trash dash going on, so apologies for that. Kelly, right now I feel pain just sitting down, but that's mostly because I'm putting pressure on my hip, but it hurts whenever I walk a lot. Yeah, dude, you gotta stretch that like a lot. That is super tight right now. So are you rolling? You should be rolling, sauna, cold showers, stretching, like everything, man. That'd be cool. I just have issues keeping my hips up and strong, lack of strength. All right, Chris, here you go. Here's your 101 shoulder freeze tutorial, okay? So start down, lying down like this, hand flat, okay? Make sure your elbows underneath your body, shoulders flat on the ground, heads down, hand is in front of your face, not down here, not up here, in front of your face. Elbow tall and strong. Keep your fingers wide the whole time. It's super important that you're pushing into the ground when you go into your shoulder freeze. Don't let your hands go like this. Don't go here, don't go here, don't go here. Keep them flat and put pressure into the ground. Because if you're putting pressure into the ground, it's harder to fall away from the ground, okay? So you're here. Next step, you bring your knees in to your chest. Then you're gonna raise your bum in the air. When you're doing that, make sure you keep this L shape with your shoulder, head down, hand in front of your face, okay? From there, bring your knees as close as you can to your arm without moving your arm. Then your front leg, the leg that's closest to me, you're gonna bring it out in front of you towards your face, like this, okay? You wanna get that out in front of you first and keep your bum tall. Once you have that, you're gonna raise your back foot up, raising this knee, like this, okay? Make sure you have this position first. Don't go here, don't go here, don't go here. You want your bum tall. That's the most important part. Most important part is getting your weight off your feet and onto your upper body. So you do that by bringing your bum tall. If you can hold this position, you're in a shoulder freeze already. From here, all you have to do is bring your knees closer so your bum gets even taller. Keep pushing down, then raise one knee up to here. Then the top foot, just kick off at this. Kick, balance, until you can hold it in tight like that. Then you're in a shoulder freeze. All right, Chris, maybe that's helpful for you. Maybe not, I don't know. That's what works for me and most of my students. I don't know how to say your name, my friend, but I don't like power moves at all. Do I have to learn them to win competitions? My style is more thread style, originality, etc. Definitely not. You don't need power, but and especially not for like smaller competitions. For big competitions, maybe, but I mean, usually it's better to be as well-rounded as possible, because if you're going up against someone like Victor or Phil or anybody that has everything, you either have to really, oh, sorry guys, there's like hella cigarette smoke coming in my place. 1 second. That didn't work very well. Sorry guys, someone's smoking outside on some balcony. Not great for training, guys. Cigarette smoke, not great. Yeah, you don't need anything nowadays, but at the same time, you need everything. So if you're going all in on like threads, style, originality, you gotta make sure you have that on such a high level that it doesn't matter that you don't have power, because you're gonna smash them anyways. But there's many people, look at Keebs, right? How much power does Keebs do? Not much. Does he still win battles? Yeah. Does he win the most battles in the world? No. But I mean, doesn't mean you can or can't. It just means that you gotta bust your ass just like anyone else does. Just throw a wave. All right, Mr. X. Are you ready? Oh, 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 oh. Styling on him. Sauna. Yeah, do you know what a sauna is? I don't know how to say your name, homie. You have to give me a night school course in pronunciation. Augustine, just in my English. What's good, my friend? Is it easy to do elbow air flares and air flares? I don't know, Detrox. It depends on what your base is. Is your base like pikes and handstand stuff, or is your base elbow stuff? Because that's what really matters. If your base is elbow stuff, then elbow air tracks. If your base is handstand stuff, then air flares will be. It totally depends on what your base is and your scarcity level. Because if you're too scared to rotate over in an elbow, then air flare will be easier. But if you're too scared on air flare, then air flare will be easier. but I'm not able to hit either of them. So what do I know? That's just from my perspective. I'm not able to air first, so I was wondering if I can start with elbow air first. I could do a few elbow flares though. Well, that's dope. Good for you. But for elbow air tracks, you want to have a good elbow pike on both hands. Freezes. What's up, Neil? Bieber in the building. Could you go over the different stretches for the hips again? Let me get through everyone else's comments, and then if nothing's going on, I can. If not, this is going to be posted to YouTube after, so you can always go back and watch it again, and you'll see it, okay? What's up, Juan? Chris, whoa, that was really in-depth. Never seen a shoulder freeze tutorial like that. Thank you so much. Yeah, the basics, fam, I've got like such a broken down version of each move, because when you have to teach tons of 4-year-olds and people that have learning disabilities and everything, you learn a lot of different ways of teaching things. So sometimes I wonder if I should just make like a gazillion like very basic tutorials, like how to 6-step, how to shoulder freeze, how to do that. But I don't know if people want to see that, so I don't know. Yeah, Miss Jax, I plan to make a video. I'm gonna do like, I'm thinking about doing a follow along video where I show you guys my full like advanced tech class warm up and stretch. If that's something you guys would like to see. I don't know if you'd rather that be beginner level or like more advanced level. So I'm thinking probably more advanced, because then I could get more into it. What's up, Milos? I have no idea how to say your name, my friend. Your name's more advanced than mine. I gotta get in that level. Yeah, Detroit cigarette smell sucks. Let's see if it's gone though. It's hot in here. My window was stuck. Brazil in the house. Love you guys. No worries, Mr. X. What's up, Fox? First of all, thanks for answering. I have another question. How can I flip other B-Boy's moves? Because I like B-Boy Disney. I want to make moves that are similar to his style, but I don't want to bite. There's so many answers to that. The biggest answer is you have to take what you think is flyest in life and put that in. So what movement do you naturally gravitate towards the most? Like, I naturally really like speed, and I really like illusion stuff. So if I was to take, maybe I can show you. If I was to take, let me see if I can do this off the top of my head. If I was to take like a dizzy knee thread, like that one, and I want to add my own flavor to it. All right, challenge time for Magnus. Let's see how fast I can flip this. So if this is his, I would maybe go like in, wrap around one, and then out. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I have another idea. I can probably get my hand. 1, 2. Grab. Out, baby. Ooh, that could work. Here. I might do some pressure. And I could also, you could also spin out of there. That'd be nice. So like here, here. Ooh, I have an idea. Maybe like 1, 2. Oh, wait, like that. 1, 2. Then if you twist enough and brought your hand up, I could turn over, hook my foot, reach up, maybe freeze. 1, 2. Oh. Let's see. I like that kind of motion. So like, I mean, that's already a way that I would kind of think about flipping it. So it's like, does that look like Dizzy? Yeah, I think it has his similar kind of like start of it, but to me, like that's how you take it to inspiration versus biting. If I was just like 1, 2, 3, and like try to do that as fast as I could, I think that'd be like, oh, that's super Dizzy, you know? But like, just take a little bit of it and then change it. Or like, take the one, maybe just one side. So like, what if you did a knee to up, you know? Like, you know, that's already like changing it again. So it's literally just like, play with the movement. I like to create a lot of my stuff. I need to stretch, guys. Getting me too high. I would take a lot of my movement and break it down slow and then play with different angles and styles of it. So that's how I would flip it, if that makes sense. And how to not make it look like a bite. Hi, any tips for B-girls? Same tips I have for B-boys. Honestly, I don't think gender has a huge play in it. It's just, I see many B-girls that smoke B-boys, and I see many B-boys that smoke B-girls. Just like, whoever works the hardest is the best. And smartest. Hardest and smartest. Be smart, work hard, you'll smash it. Torpedo tutorial would be appreciated one day. It's on my, Milos, all right. It's been on my mind for a while. I do want to do a torpedo tutorial. But at the same time, I don't know, I feel like it's not enough. Like I kind of, every time I think of my torpedo tutorial, I'm like, maybe I'm just too much of an overachiever, but I feel like just the basic move is not enough. You know, like I want to like give more than that. So that's why I don't do too many tutorials on just the absolute basics, because like I like going beyond the basics, if that makes sense. I was thinking about maybe doing like a coin drop variation tutorial where I just showed like head coin drops, torpedoes, blah, 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 blah. And just like did a whole different, like variation tutorial of it. Torpedo is not my move, it's a basic. Chris, the basics are super important and you have really cool ways of teaching it. I know. I hear you, Chris. I think it's where I excel in many ways too, to be honest. CS, yo, Magneto, really love your content. I have a Cypher style battle tomorrow to select top 8. For one-on-ones, any tips on how to do well in Cyphers? Cypher battles? Yes. Take your time. Firstly, music, huge, energy. So basically, what makes a Cypher dope is that it's a circle, right? You've got people all around it. Whoever wins the most amount of energy in that Cypher wins the Cypher usually. Because you have to remember, when you're in a battle on a stage, it doesn't matter what, yeah, if you have the crowd hype, whatever, but like when you're in a Cypher, whoever is winning the crowd is usually going to win the Cypher, because that hype, that energy, they're going to feel it. That's going to help them a lot. So remember, when you're in that close quarters, think about vibing off the energy of the whole environment of that circle versus just your own moves. You know what I mean? I don't know if that helps, but I would recommend focusing on music, taking your time, and obviously energy, and then honestly, like, work the Cypher just as you'd work a crowd. Any concepts that can help for expanding my forward creativity? Tons. I did a bunch on YouTube already. Let me pull up some links for you. Let me pull up some links for ya. For ya, buddy, old guy. Oh, and yo, did you guys see? I hit 14K subs today. Hey, moving up. It's like we're almost going somewhere. Okay. Footwork concepts, back on track. Forward. I've got a bunch, my Hawaii homie, but this one is good. And then Okay. How do I, oh yeah, I replied that. That's right. All right. So I have a bunch, just scroll through my videos, but that's one that I show a bunch of different concepts for creating unique movement and just apply that to footwork. Displacement and footworks. I don't know what you mean by displacements. I saw it at Battle of Phil. No. Okay, Detox, the story behind, wait, I need some water. I need some water. Your boy's thirsty. Your boy's thirsty. Okay. So Detox, the story behind the Battle with Phil was that was the year that I quit breaking right before that. Because I injured my left wrist first, I think. And then like I was like depressed, blah, blah, blah. I went through all the ropes. You guys seen the video. And then I injured my right wrist. And then I was like in and out of training. And then I was just like, screw it. And I quit because I was just over everything. I was teaching 6 days a week and I was just depressed. So I stopped. And then about, I don't know, like right near the end of 1 year of being quit, my, I don't know if you guys know BGIRL JK47, but she's from Vancouver and she was setting up a battle and she wanted to do an expedition, a showcase battle between Phil and I. So she was like, would you be down? And I was like, oh, I don't know, it's Phil, like he's been training all the time and I haven't been doing anything. So I decided to just go for it. And I trained my butt off for like a month or two beforehand, but I was so rusty and out of it that like going into that battle, whoo, I was not up to speed or in my prime at all. So I know Phil didn't really try, to be honest. I know he was just chilling, but like me being try hard Magnus, I still went for it. But no, bro, like my I was down and out at that battle. I was not in my prime at all. So that was an experience, but I'm still happy it happened. That's amazing. You should come to Israel one day and give a workshop to us. Me and my friends really want to meet you. I'd love to go to Israel. Ido Portal is like one of my biggest movement inspirations. So I'd love to go train with them. Have you guys trained at all with his kind of movement? I come from China. Thanks for your teachings. Yo, my friend China, what's up? Do you guys, yeah. You guys, because in China, isn't a lot of social media restricted? Is YouTube fine in China? I don't know. I'm clearly not educated. Can you do a more threading tutorial? I can definitely do more threading tutorial. I love threading. To be honest, B-girls are better style heads, but that's my opinion. It's honestly like the world's too diverse nowadays. I don't think it's fair to give any gender specification on like who's better or worse or whatever. It's like I see, as I say, I see B-girls that smoke B-boys. I see B-boys that smoke B-girls. Like it's gender plays like a very small. It's just the same as saying someone's a tall B-boy, someone's a short. It's like it's what you do with it that makes you better or worse. It's not how you were born. Basic misfacts. Basically, he was saying reinvent it and flip it to your taste. It's coming from a popper who wants to battle against Mag. I'm holding that too. Why do you want to battle me? And okay, you're gonna smoke me in popping, but okay. I'm from India. I learned a lot from you. Thanks for all the tutorials. You're very welcome. Happy you learned. Happy you progressed. Ooh. Time to gauge out the hip flexors. Oh, you're gonna get smoked. I use an all-styler. I don't even. What's an all-styler though? I don't think I'm an all-styler, but I appreciate the kindness, D-Trucks. Moving footworks with hop in some direction. Oh, I don't know how to say this. Are you talking about direction change? Where am I at? Snack exhibition match. D-Drop the fun also. Bro, how was your training routine when you first learning power moves? Terrible. What training routine? I had no idea how to train properly. So I just that's why my hip flexor's injured. Because I didn't know how to train it proper. So not good. Not good at all, D-Drops. That's the answer. It's not about how many days you practice, it's what you do when you practice. Totally. So 2 to 3 days should be good. Each practice should be at least 2 hours. That's how me and my test. Again, it's what your goals are. Some people train 1 day a week. Lil Amok said he was training 1 day a week. But when he was in his prime, I know when people were in their prime, a lot of them train it's not about how many days a week you train. It's about how much you train all the time. It's not I train this day, this thing, this thing. It's just it's constant. It's whenever you can, you train. Whenever you can, you train. There's no times. Because as soon as you put yourself in a time and a clock, I feel that's when you limit your potential because you give yourself a ceiling. But if you just go as much as you can, then that's when you progress because you stop putting limits on yourself. But if you maybe that extra 15 minutes is what you needed to get that move. It's training with your body and understanding and engaging it is the best. Don't limit it. Especially for me, when I was growing up, I would look at theses I don't know if anyone remembers theses online workshops and stuff, but whenever I asked thesis, storm, pull one, dude, I asked everyone I could about how much you should train, when you should train, what you should train, blah blah blah. It's there's no right answer is what I learned. It's honestly as much as you can, as often as you can, as hard as you can, as consistently as you can, while staying happy doing it is the best answer. So gauge yourself, know your body, and keep progressing. If you can keep progressing your training, then maybe 1 hour a day is all you need. But maybe in that 1 hour, you're pushing yourself faster and harder than you can for some people in 6 hours. So that's all you need. But when it comes down to it, it's whatever works for you is the best answer, always. Again, D-Drops, I couldn't tell you because, and it's not relevant because sometimes I trained 6 days a week and made no progress. And sometimes I trained 1 day a week and made all the progress. Sometimes I trained on like a power move for multiple hours and I made very little progress. Sometimes I trained on it for 15 minutes and made better progress. As I said, the answer is play with a lot of different things. If you want something to try like Percy. For me, what I think is the best now is on, off. So if you're training flares, for instance, train it to just before you're like burnt out. Okay? Don't push it to burnout because then you can't train it again very soon. Okay? But you want to train it to your peak potential. Then when you feel like you're like petering out, stop, switch it. Take a day rest, then come back the next day. On, off, on, off, on, off. And then if you ever feel like you're leveling out and you're not making progress, stop for a couple weeks and then go back to it. Because sometimes the best progress I made, actually most of the time, was when I stepped back from a move, let my body fully heal from it, and then went back to it. So my best recommendation for that would be day on, day off, day on, day off, day on, day off. Train until you can progress. Once you've progressed, stop. Because most of the moves I got was when I kind of took a more chill approach to it versus doing this grind mentality. Because the reality is I'm a tall frame, my body. So if I train it till like burnout, I'm going to injure myself. And if I injure myself, I have to take like months off. But if I just train till I progress and then I rest, because I couldn't train it for 8 hours a day. My body can't handle it because my ligaments are too stretched. So I had to take a different approach to it. So again, it was finding my approach. But like some kids, they can train air flares 12 hours a day and be fine. But like, that's not me. I was too old. I didn't start breaking until I was like 13. So my body I started breaking like as I was going through my growth spurt. So I had no idea how to use my body at all because my body was stretched. And then I was trying to do movements that stretched it out even more in spots that were super weak. So it was like trash on top of trash on top of trash, trying to like make some gold out of it. So if that answers your question. Do you know of any gay viewers? Just wondering, because like with sports, there aren't really anyone who's open about it. I do, but you're right. There's not many people that are open about it. You know the move called Buddha spins, gorillas. Any tips? Yeah, but I'm not able to do them very well. I can show you what I have, but it's not great. How to air flare. Watch sorry, I'll get to your Buddhas in a second. Watch our tutorial on it, my friend. Dum, 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 dum. What a freaking beautiful Sunday, everybody. Saturday. Ha! Jokes. That's the air flare tutorial. Okay, you want to see my trash Buddhas? All right, I'll show you my trash Buddhas. I haven't done this in so long. Ah! See, I'm not really able to do them. I didn't train it much, but I know I saw some people, they would train like leaning from one hand here, tapping, and like this, and then doing that on tops of your toes. So kind of like this to get a gauge on it. But again, like I would watch, you know what I would do? I think Vinsanity did a tutorial with Clayju, and I think he probably could give you better tips. And by think, I mean I know. Not Clayju. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. Oh, what's his name? Sorry, guys. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Oh, I feel bad now. Okay, it'll come to me. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Detrox. Cujo. Clayju. My gosh. Okay. Okay. So Cujo did Vinsanity did a whole like 3-part tutorial. Who asked that? Augustine, okay. On floats. He could give you a lot better. I'm sure that could give you a lot better information than what I can provide you. So I would watch that. Can I show some creative variations to basic baby freeze transitioning to headstand and then back to baby freeze? Yes. Have you seen this one before, Detrox? The icy? This is one of my favorite ones, actually. And it's not too many people do it. Baby, icy head. Baby, head. Because from there, you can do so much stuff from it. Have you seen that one, Detrox? These tutorials are really good info. Thanks, Dr. Dalek. Oh, I'm from Oahu. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I feel like a complete idiot saying this stuff, but yeah, Detrox, that's one of my favorite ones. Baby freeze headstand. I don't think I do many. I mean, I could think of some on the spot, but like, I don't. Most of the time, I go through headstand. I don't use headstand. Yeah, like add a thread to it. You're laughing, bud. You are laughing. What crew am I in? Now or never crew. Now or never, baby. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get it. The Christmas fence supply. Who's land? You're land. If you know where that's from, you get 10 points. I know I'm just underground, but I have friends in Beat Rock crew. Waikiki B-Boys Pineapple crew. Sick. Pineapple Paggers, that's sick. I like it. I don't know if my hip flex is like solid yet. It's hard to gauge. Simple and great move, thanks. It's one of my favorite moves, I think, in Vinsanity TV. Video flows teaching the Buddha with how the cricket comes. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's definitely feeling a little tight. So maybe no flares yet. Maybe no flares yet, fortunately. My back is a sore guy. Rolly time. Oh snap. I'll do a tutorial on this. Oh snap, I can do it. How to thread on a roller, guys. This is the new age stuff. Okay. Santa TV. I'm Paichin. This is the viewers I always watch. Are you talking about Pygmy? Paichin, I don't know who that is. Love your live videos on other words, all your videos from Cali. Thanks, Mr. X, appreciate it. All about them creation, my friend. Good one. A little bit confused to us how our legs should be positioned for doing consecutive head spins. Can you show leg position? Some put in a kind of S position. I guess one leg folded in. There's I'll give you a whole in-depth head spin. Just you know what, D-Trucks, just wait till tomorrow. If you don't have all your questions answered by tomorrow night, after my YouTube videos come up, then email me. Okay? Just wait. Just wait. Just wait, my friend. Just wait. I can do this. One more. Ah! Close enough. Tips on head spins. Wait for tomorrow. Got a whole video dedicated to that. Do any exercises to help keep hips high for power, like elbow tracks, flares, air flares. Do that. For flares, yes. For air flares, I'd recommend doing what's in Tricky's video, the push extension to your butt. Train a bunch of those to get your air flares up. For elbow tracks, I'm still trying to work on that myself because my hips drop as well. But it's, I think with majority of power, hips higher is this. So you have to train that pump over and over and over again. So with flares, it's training your flare, but push forwards versus straight up. So you want to push here. So when you're doing your flare, think more forwards, less up. That's how I got my flares way bigger. And then for air tracks, flares, etc., I would train, or elbow tracks, I would train the pump, the extension, off of your first arm just to a crash, just to your bum or to your other hand or whatever, and just try to get that as big and elongated as possible. That's my best tips I can give you, but I'm no expert. Do it, D-Trox. Send it to me when you got it. For flares, push hands into the ground. That's what helped me keep my legs up. Totally. Yeah. I found like whenever you push your hands into the ground, especially with a lot of power, it's huge. Should I put on some shoes? Should I put on some shoes? Do a little something? Nah. Overrated. Overrated. I want to play with some floor work stuff, guys. 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. That's my strong side, obviously. Thanks, man. Original exercises. Original exercises. Dang me, I just recently got continuous windmills. Do you think it's okay to learn munch mills? If I can't barrel mill, sure, try it. It's gonna be hard though. Oh, sorry, I misread that. Yeah, totally. As long as you understand windmills. I'm not able to barrel mill, but I can munch mill. So I don't think, I think understanding barrels is for sure helpful, definitely not necessary. Because anyone you see me do munch mills, that's all without understanding proper barrels. Because my barrels are trash. So my top rock and all right. Okay, I'll put on some shoes. I will shoe game up so I can show you some basics. Yeah, he said he has dank memes. Are you talking about stab mills or are you talking about head mills? Because whenever I say windmills, I think naturally head mills is better shoulder halo or halo. Depends what you want. There's no right or wrong answer. Agustin. There is no wrong or right answer. There you go. Again, when it comes to power, I'm not the best person to ask. Yo, random question shooting out there. I don't really teach throughout the summer. So I'm kind of debating doing like, if I can save enough money until July, what I may do is not work throughout the summer and just go like hardcore training and YouTube. If I did like daily training live stream, would that be something you guys would be interested in? Like 60-day, every day, get up, train. Not so much Q&A style, more like train. Just like training together every day, summer. Let me know if that's something that sounds like only if you're shirtless. Oh, don't you worry. That'll probably happen. Okay. Top rock. Top concept stuck with the basic Indian step and side step. Yes. I'm gonna show you like 3 really easy ones. Okay. So, by Indian step, are you talking about 2-step front? Because people call Indian step like 30 different things. So, basic, you've got the basic, and then single hop, and then double hop, hopping twice, then flying, which is the original one, hop, step, like this, and then you can turn with that as well. Ooh. And then from there, it's literally just getting like more feeling and weirder variations. But those are like the base. And then, which was the other one you said? Where are you? Side step. Ooh, okay. Side step. basic, basic with cross. Then you've got like salsa feel, which is knees. And then variations that I like is like kick to the corner, side. So you have side, turn it like this. Then behind, which is kind of hip hop feel, kick together, left toe down, rotate, back, kick together, toe twist, like this, boom, ha, boom, ha, boom, ha, boom, ha, boom, ha. So those are like most of the basic ones. And then if you want like advanced ones, I can show you that too. On what part of palm should we do 99 spins? Also 2000s, please show the palm part where you spin. D12, my 90s and 2000s are trash, but for me, it's this part. And for everyone that I've seen, it's outside, not the inside. The inside doesn't make sense to me because the inside you're gonna be falling towards your body. You don't want that. You want the outside because that you're angling out like this when you're spinning. You know what I mean? You're not spinning here. You're prepping here, and then you rotate, and then you extend, and you push through there. That's the way that makes sense to me. So here, as you can see from my baby skin, I don't do 90,000s. Once your shoulder touches the floor, the side of your head should be touching. What's up, Len? 4 mils. Did I miss stuff? Oh, okay, I did miss stuff. Oh, okay, yeah, dank memes. You want to have head mills before munch mills for sure. Unless you're doing pump munch mills, where you don't really use your head, then you're fine. Then you can. I've seen people that do stab mills only and munch, but they don't really use their head. In which case, you don't really need head mills. But like, bro, it's so inconsistent. Like the people that do head stab mills and munch mills, but they don't have head mills. It's like consistent and sketchy, but you can. I just don't recommend it. I think it's a lot easier to just get head mills first. Where am I? Have you ever had tendon pain? I mean, probably. I just can't really define it. I don't know enough about body anatomy to where, like, I could give you a clear answer on that. Do you know any funky type of top rocks for those funky vibes? Yeah, definitely. I really like Mr. Wiggles teaches the kind of like more Rocksteady-esque style feel, where it's from Latin style breaking and like Puerto Rican, which is using more of your hips and like your feel. So like if taking 2-step basic, like the Mambo-esque feel is like here. You're going more lower and into it. Pop, 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 hit, hit. So like I really like that versus like up here, you're bending more. You're sinking into the step and you're pushing forwards. Boom, like that. Pop, pop, hit. So like I like that feel a lot, personally. And that's kind of more OG style of it too. Should 22 new to Bboying. Any advice on which ones to work on first? I can do windmills, but can't do with any transition. And thanks for all the videos. Really helped me a lot. I would recommend going off of your favorite freezes, because if you're just starting, you want to do stuff that you enjoy that also progresses you in the right direction. So if you already can do windmills, I would recommend getting really good head mills, which is when you're off your stab, your head's on the ground, your hands are down. And then from there, I would work on back spins, if you have them already. And then depending on what your freezes are, Shivam, I'd make sure you have good like shoulder freezes, turtle freezes, side chairs, baby, etc., all the way up to handstand. Make sure you have those basics, and then whichever freeze you like the most, build power out of that. What is dancing with character like Bruce Almighty? It's one of my favorite things. If you don't have personality when you break, I don't really enjoy watching you break. It's kind of the honest opinion. If you don't have personality and character and like energy when you're breaking, I just like, I mean, I'm also biased. If you don't footwork or threads, I can enjoy it for that as well, but I'm just not naturally excited by power. So the only reason I really want to get power is like ego, to be able to teach better and to have it to throw. But as far as the movement goes, I'm not in love with most of the movement, to be honest. I feel way cooler when I do like dope footworks or like illusion threads or unique combos than power. But again, that's just me personally. There's not too many like 6-year-olds that can do all the power combos I'm never gonna have. So 8, 8, 8, 8. My head only leaves before when I go on my back. Dank memes, if you want to change that, just bring your weight more to upper back and look back more with your head. And just try and glide it on the floor. It doesn't have to be like exactly touching the floor, but just trying to feel the floor on the back of your tooth. That should be good. Kind of the aesthetic and move for me is better. Should shoulder faster. You should try to shoulder. Bro, like doing head mills in here is tragic. That's why, like, I can't give a great example. I can, but like, I'd way rather just link you my tutorial on how to windmill in 2 minutes, where you can see like the perfect, in my opinion, at least, example it. I also don't want to wreck my hip flexor right now. Okay, who else is asking? Thank me and Kai, who else is asking about mills? Is it just dank memes? Okay, for dank memes, where else is wanting head mill stuff? DJ. Okay, thanks. So dank and oh my gosh, I don't think that worked. Anyways. I put a space in the middle. Dank memes, look at the link I just put in. Okay. No worries, D-Trogs. Thanks for pushing out the live stream. Appreciate you. My God, this is bugging me. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. You're on like a little teeter-totter thing, and it's making you really bouncy. Where we at? Yeah, Kai, 6-year-olds in Japan are ridiculous. So DJ, this is what I would say. As far as mills go, try both. If you're really struggling with head mills and you're just not able to hit them, do stab mills and just try to stab higher and higher and higher on your head. But if you are able to kind of train the head mill variation, then I would recommend training head mills. But if you're really struggling with it, do stab mills. Just try to stab higher and higher until you're in an in-between position, okay? What's up, God's Killer? Coming in late, homie. Tutorial for a hammer. I made a tutorial about are you talking about dark hammers, Tommy? I don't know if it's still relevant. I haven't watched in a while, but I will link it for you. To see bald Magnus. Oh my goodness. 2015 Magnus. What a trip. What a trip. Tommy, this may. What's Tommy? I don't know what a sling shoot is. Carl, I did the no handing and I didn't warm up and stretch like I should have, so I strained it. Great, very smart. No worries, TJ. What's up, Sabrina? You with a little demon? Yeah, of course. Okay. Of course. The old school, the one of the first kid prodigies there was. Little Demon's like the OG and kids. Like the new OG. Savat, I'm guessing your flare is weak then, which means you should train flare from coffee grinder into flare and swipe into flare. That should help you get past 2 or 3 rounds. So you're talking about elbow tendon pain. I have nerve damage in my elbow, in my right elbow. But tendon pain, is it like in here? Lee? Or where exactly is it? I'd like, usually it's in here. I've had stuff before. Yeah, it's in there, right? It's a hard one. Honestly, I think for this, you probably need acupuncture. Have you gone for acupuncture before? Because anything tendon related, usually acupuncture. Because you probably have a blockage or a blood clot or something in here. So what you need to do is you need to get it needled and then get the blood flow going back in it. So try acupuncture and definitely rest on it. And I would definitely see like a sports doctor about it. If you know of any B-boys that are kind of doctors. Actually, you know what? Len, I'm going to hook you up with my buddy, Thomas. He's good at this stuff. Come on here. Okay, one sec. Len, message this guy on Facebook. Tell him you have elbow tendon pain and Magnus.Magneto, whatever you want to call me, recommended me to come ask and go ask then. There, okay? That should help. What's up, Lucas? How's it going? When I'm doing hops on elbow, handstand, or something like that, automatic hollow back, and I can't flex my body. Have you got tips? By the way, thanks. I've learned some good. Yeah, so Lucas, that probably means that you're overly flexible and you're relying on your flexibility to down. So you have to make sure whenever you extend, you keep your body flexed because your natural flex is flexibility. It's not a bad thing. It just means for the not static movement, but for the tight movement you want, your body's like, land. You got to make it tight. So every time you land, you're going like this. If this is your back, every time you land, you're naturally going like this. Each time. You have to keep that tight each time, which means you have to get out of your habit of relying on your flexibility. So Lucas, my best suggestion is try a little hops. Keep your back as straight as possible. Don't let yourself go out into a hollow back, okay? Because a lot of my students, and like especially my girl students that have flexible backs, they will do similar things, and it's learning how to not use your flexibility in that and relying on your strength instead. Kai, to make your faster start, slow start. I don't remember what you're asking, Kai. Sorry. I don't know if it came about from overuse. It definitely came about from overuse, Len. Acupuncture is probably what Thomas is going to recommend. But yeah, hit him up and see if it can give you some more support on that. My fart smell like that. Been there, done that. 38-year-old and just start learning breakdance. That's what's up. What's up, Irie Squad Connection? You know my doing tips on getting faster windmills. Yes, whip faster. And then, like, if this is your legs, you literally want to imagine this, doing this over and over again, upside down. So kick, turn, 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 at the same time as you're whipping faster and faster. So this and this faster. And then also keep, depending on God's killer, depending on how your form is for your mills, I found what was slowing me down more than the whip and the twist was actually my bounce, because I have natural bouncy mills. So it was taking the bounce out and being lowered to the ground. Because if you're bouncing a lot, every time you go down, it's slowing you down. So if you want to try and stay open, you want to stay on this part of your body more. So when you do a mill, you want to stay there at the top part, which is right here. Here, you want to stay in that position as long as you can. So the longer you can stay there, the faster you'll go. If you have to keep going down and up, then it's not going to help that much. All right, buddy. Let's get you out of here. How do I do this now? Anybody aware? It's not working. Anyways, whatever. Why do some who's like express your kid members so much? Because life is hard and relationships are hard and friendships are hard, and just like family, everyone comes and goes, homie. Like I can't answer you that in like an easy way. Why do people rotate friends so much, right? Like trying to keep the crew alive, you know? Thanks, Esther. You're a sweetheart. Favorite food? This is hilarious. So much for breaking. We're talking food now. Trying to make windmills smoother and less choppy if you want to be fast. Yeah, exactly. And when you're going up and down too much or whatever, you're losing your speed. Dank, I'm kidding. Like, don't worry about it. You don't have to retract. I was just playing. One, I get hands there. I thought I was the only one. No, of course not. Don't ever think you're the only one with an issue. It's just people don't talk about issues a lot because they're embarrassed. But if you talk about them, you'll find people that have similar ones. You know what I'm saying? 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 They would dance to Japanese 80s funk. That sounds interesting. Look it up, Kai. Link it up, homie. What happens when you go to All Styles battles and get really so popular? Me and my friends are probably going to one next week. You vibe out, fam. Go slow-mo on them. Unless you've got a time limit, play their game. Just play it better. You can also go like offbeat and suddenly smash a beat. Offbeat, smash a beat, but like I would man, this is the one thing I don't like about streams is like I can't. Oh wait, maybe I can. I can't go to the link unless I leave the stream. But I think I'm gonna do it this way. 1 sec. 1 second though. Kai, do you mind emailing or sending on a video? Because I can't look at it right now. Because it'll leave. Do you know any other dance styles? Yes, I've taken hip hop, like stand-up choreo, ballet, jazz, not jazz, ballet, contemporary, tap, bit of bhangra, ballroom, so like salsa, tango, Argentine tango, foxtrot, waltz, what else? Cha-cha. I think that's most of what I've done. Kai, did you email it to me? Yeah, thanks. Kai or Kurt? What would you rather? What's your actual name? What happens when you... Oh yeah, you already answered that. Yeah, also hard. Some people love them, some people hate them. It's not for everybody, but it's definitely for some people. Besides traveling around the world to teach dance, do you plan to have your own headquarters where there are many studios that teach breakdance kinds? No, I want to do this online. What I want to do is eventually, like I'm happy to teach people in person, but eventually I'd like to teach on full-time because I feel like I can connect with more people instantly from wherever I want, whenever I want, on my own schedule. I don't love driving and I don't love having to feel like I have to fill up a classroom or anything or have to deal with people I don't really want to deal with. And online seems like a balance to where I can run things in a way that works for me. And it's a lot easier to like ignore someone online or just not engage into someone's negative energy versus if you're in a studio and you're getting paid to teach someone, you don't have a choice, really. You have to learn how to deal with them. So I'd way rather teach just online. I shouldn't pay attention. What was your question? Probably. Thanks, Kurt. Got you. I know Carl. Yo, Carl, speaking of, my sister is going to Australia like soon. So I don't know, just random thought. Kurt, I've been in the process of doing that for the past couple months. Course creation, and it's just I can so much. And I teach 5 days a week, and I'm creating content for you guys online at least twice a week. And I'm also have to like choreograph in person. I've got kids competition make, and then I'm trying to get the back end of online stuff going at the same time. But me being a perfection achiever, it's a little bit more moving pieces than just like one video. It's like a whole production. So it's coming, but it's the process. So I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. Just be patient. Jeez, tank memes. What's up, Taiwan? Get some rest. Thinking in. I'm sorry I couldn't do them more at a time frame that works for you, but I gotta do what works for me too. Do a tutorial on air chair to 1.5. I can barely air chair. Do you want to see my air chair? Do you want to see my trash chair? I can show you. I'm definitely not a great person to teach that though. But my air chairs are terrible, bro. Are you ready? Best air chair 2019. Let's go. All right. There's my trash chair for you. So I don't think I can help you very much. Oh, thanks. I mean, maybe if I train it consistently, I'm sure I could get there, but I haven't. For me, it's more so I don't have this flexibility when I'm in an air chair. So I have to fix that before getting higher, I think. So, yeah. Anyway. Any floor work transitions in and out? Yes. What kind of floor work transitions are you looking for, though? What was your favorite one-on-one and with crew? My favorite one-on-one battle, to be honest, there's two. So one, DJ, story time with Magnus, go! Lucas can't maybe help me with chairs because mine are so bad. Yeah, I know, right? That's shocking. Kurt, I'll get there in a moment. I want to tell the stories first. Okay, DJ, so I've got two favorite battles of mine that are one-on-one. One of them, kind of like three, because there's been a lot of good tests. But the first was the first one-on-one battle that I ever won. Okay? And I was, let's see, hold on, 1 second. You guys footage to match this, okay? So this is called Rock the House. If you guys saw my Why I Quit Breaking video, you'll see in there talking about this. So this is the finals of that. This was 2011, 8 years ago. You can watch them all because that wasn't my best battle by any means, but this was the first battle I ever won. And like I went into so ready as far as like my sets. I had no skills past like footwork, tops, like basic tops, and like my style stuff. And this battle is when I did the most threading. Like if you guys watch all the Rock the House battles that I did there, like my sets were just like threading on top of threading on top of threading on top of threading. So and it was the first battle that I ever won, one-on-one style, in 2011. So that was 8 years ago. And I remember being like, because I beat like I got decent matchups in the beginning, and then at like 8 or top 4, I battled Severin for my crew, and he always usually beat me, but he used all his moves versus Matt Wong from DRS, which is my other crewmate, first. So he used all of his arsenal versus Matt. So then when I battled him, I got him pretty easy because I had all my moves left. And then in finals, I battled Arthur, who's an OG in Vancouver, but luckily for me, he hadn't been training that much, so he wasn't really very clean. But he had way more moves than I did, but he just wasn't clean. So I just like went in with like a thread move mentality. And the panel judges, they definitely weren't biased towards me, but they were like my teachers and they liked me too. So they believed a lot in cleanliness and like this over power and stuff. So I did decently with that. So yeah, I remember getting ready for finals and I was pacing back and forth, getting hyped. I was like, you got this, man! You got this, you got this! I was so focused. I was like running my sets and I was just like super ready. So that's one of them. That's one of the battles that's like my favorite. And then the second one-on-one, I know these are ones that I won. So, oh, you won the battle, so it's your favorite. Great story. Well, you know what? I don't care. It's true. Okay. 1 second. So this is, which one's better? Let's do this one. So this is the Flyest 2015. I flew myself to Calgary to battle in the Flyest battle that happens out here. And I went in by myself. None of my crew came with me. I stayed with from Wizards, so shout outs to him for being a homie and hooking me up. So I went there to battle here, and I will battle. So, and I beat Gomo in the finals, which was like big deal because everyone was like, "Oh yeah, but Gomo's still left," and like, careful. And no one was rooting for me. I was in their city, and the odds weren't towards me. Luckily, Mark Siller was judging from Vancouver, so he was probably the only one that I had kind of in my ring. But I was so I was so ready. I came into that battle. I had my moves. I had my sets prepared. I had my combos, and I crushed. Like, so that's probably my other favorite battle. And then my last one, I didn't win this battle, but 1 second. R16 Vancouver. But I had some moments in it where it was just sweet, bro. They were just sweet. Versus what is it? K-Tai. I just had a couple moments in this where I was just like, yeah, where I felt real good. So that's another one of the battles that really resonated with 16 Vancouver, because that was just like, it was gold. It was gold because I had a couple moments where I just felt it, you know. Okay, a couple things. Let's see who else. Okay, I'm not for that story time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back to it. No, I'm not exciting at all. Kurt, I've been breaking for 6 years, but haven't entered a one-on-one because I feel ready. BS! You're not ready, Kurt. You get ready through battling. You're never ready for battles. You just gotta do it. Do it and use the battle as inspiration. That's all you gotta do, man. It doesn't matter how good you are, how bad you are, how long you've been breaking. Just do it for the experience. Yeah, DJ, those are, most of my stuff's pretty public nowadays, so. What should we do for flow? So much. Flow is life. Flow is, you have to remember, like, the style of flow is as it's stated. It's making stuff smooth. You gotta, I'm not feeling this music. 1 sec, guys. Hold up. Un momento. All right, let's try this. Standing on my beanbag with shoes on. That's how we do it. This house. We are clean. The future's we are ready. Meet the all-new Kia Niro EV. No ads for me, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. What should we do for flow? Yeah. So for flow, again, like, as I was saying, always just, it's flow, man. It's flow. The reason I think flow is fun is because you don't have to expel energy to be dope at flow. Like, it's literally playing with using, what's the right word? It's using the timing of pressing your hands down or your body on a certain to expel momentum to make something floaty. So for instance, if I'm going to take a move like this, and I'm going to make it floaty, I'm going to use my hand to push myself sideways to make it happen. Now, if I catch on my opposite hand at the exact moment I'm about to lose momentum, I can go back the other way without losing that flow. So if I push and catch, that's what makes it floaty, is I'm that power that I just spent to go over here to catch, stop, and go back. And then go back, and then go back. And with most flow, it's similar to that kind of minty. It's what can you use your body? 1 second, I'm gonna show this. So for instance, if I'm here and I wanna make this more flowy, I'm gonna use my hands to actually push myself hard, right? And then if I use my body to kick, again, putting momentum somewhere, it's gonna elevate my chest so that I can go faster, right? So I'm gonna use my hands and my legs at the same time, and that makes it more floaty. So it's literally using the strength of your muscles to control your body, and then throw momentum, catch, and then that back and forth. So people think a lot of time, oh no, you chill, like doesn't use energy. That uses a lot of energy to make it look nice. So to make it have this nice flow, there has to be a strong foundation to it. That makes sense. No, I'm scared for air first. I'll stick to my ground power. I hear you. I'm gonna silence air floor time for sure for me. Well done, crew bars and 2 and 2s. All those. Wasn't done. Me too. Drop it back through. What's up, King Game? All right, y'all. It's about time. It's been an hour and a half. I gotta go edit, make sure I have the video ready for tomorrow, and it's still kind of in pieces. And I want to eat now. So thanks so much for tuning in, guys. You are the bees to my knees. Big bees, big knees. So I'ma piece it on this one. I'll try and do another live stream within the next week and not wait like 3 weeks like I last did, because I know it's been a while. But so many people came out today. I banged. It was just talking. That tends to be how it is, I think. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Whenever I hear that, I feel guilty leaving. But there'll be more. Don't worry. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, my friends. Yeah. Okay, guys. Take care. Much love. Appreciate you all. Peace. One love. Keep training. Keep going. Peace, 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 peace. Yeah. I shared it in my newsletter, Mondays with Magnus. We'll be more every Monday, guys. Email me at 94@gmail.com. If you guys ever want more information, email me there. Sign up for my newsletter. Sending out more stuff every week, every Monday. I don't have a consistent time for streaming yet, Lucas. I'm still kind of experimenting with it. And streaming I kind of do like when I'm feeling it. Okay? All right, guys. I got skedaddle. It's been too long. I need to go. I'm feeling unfresh now. I got to go freshen up. In reality, I have to go eat and edit. Okay? Last time. Peace. One love. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, smash the bell. All right, peace, guys. Bye.